something that I found pretty shocking when I first heard it was when I was talking to my coach about variance, like before I was going to start doing some heavy volume. And he was telling me, just to get ready for my first downswing, start preparing for, it's bound to happen. You're going to lose for a lot of hands in a row, and that's just poker. There's lots of variance, but it's actually more likely than not that over a 1 million hand sample, you'll go on a 250,000 hand downswing. If you're like an average, like 5 BB per 100 winner with the rake structure. That's like, he went on a 200,000 hand downswing and he's telling me like, it's absolutely soul crushing, but it's mathematically more probable than not to happen. So it's just something that I need to keep in mind, or we all need to keep in mind, I guess.
Yeah, it can be brutal, for sure. And that's something that you can't control, man. That's why I really wish, or don't wish, anybody to ever fall in that placement and let poker results dictate how happy you are. It literally destroys life, like, for real, man. And the cool thing is that, as Liam is already preparing, like, you don't need to prepare yourself to lose by all means, but you just need to be prepared and accepting what the game for what it is. That's everything. And like, know that, okay, so fuck it, if that's going to be happening, that's the fucking game, but I'm not going to let that dictate my life or how I am feeling, right?
Well, that's really hard sometimes, because I went through a lot of stress. I remember, okay, I know I'm a winner, I'm a long-term winner, but if you are suffering like financial stress, everything's go like, it's a hole that is going down and down and down. Even though I'm aware, because I'm watching simulation on PokerDope, you could be here or here, even if you are a 5 BB per 100 winner. If you have other troubles in your life, then it's gonna be so difficult.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's an experience that I suffered, and I think most of you have been through all of that. Yeah,
probably. That's when bankroll management comes in place, in my opinion. Like, this is also something that you really need to sit down with yourself and be just brutally honest and set your ego like aside for 150%. Not even like 100, but for 150%. And I mean, like, set your ego aside by just knowing, by playing the game. And if you're not playing, like, let's say, at least 500 to 1K NL, just be very honest that it's going to be a very, very, very hard living for you, because you need to do your payments, bills coming in. And then, like you just mentioned, now in those downswing times, it's fucking hard, and the pressure that gets on you, it makes it like even harder, and it's a brutal place to be in. So when I'm talking about bankroll management, I'm really not talking about having X amount of buy-ins for X, limit X. I'm really talking about, doesn't matter if I fucking lose all my poker money, I'm still going to be able to pay my bills in the most relaxed way possible. That's the way I think about bankroll management. Like, poker money just needs to be, like, poker money is almost, in my opinion, it's almost like, or needs to be, an illusion. It doesn't exist. That's, in my opinion, how it needs to feel. And I think that's when you reach your most and biggest full potential as best player that you can be in poker. Like, zero emotions attached. Then you're probably going to be crushing with the simplest strategy out there, in my opinion, even. Because you're just like, your game is literally 0% depending on emotional influence. Because the money just doesn't give a fuck. You just don't give a fuck about the money. The only thing what you want to do is play fucking good and like soul read and crush your fucking opponents. In every single spot that you encounter, you want to make the best decision. Doesn't matter what your result is going to be. because you don't need the money. You just want to be the best player out there on the field when you're playing a game. And if you can operate from that mindset and with that bankroll reality, let's call it like this, man, I dare to bet with the simplest strategy, you can crush up to 200, 500 and out on the right sides, if even not even higher. Really.